Welcome to Central Valley Today. I'm your host, Stephanie Bainham. Alex Delgado is off today. Happy Friday, everyone. It is finally the weekend. And maybe you're an avid skier and are hitting the slopes on this weekend. Well, before you head up to the mountain, be sure you have the right eyewear, because wearing the proper eyewear can make a big difference in seeing the slope's terrain and can also protect your eyes from the sun's harmful rays. And joining me now is Dr. Samuel Hinton from IQ Vision. Welcome, doctor. I know you've got some great tips for us on this.
Thank you for having me.
And you were telling me you're a skier yourself, so tell us about your goggle experience versus sunglasses.
So I've been skiing since I was little, and I started wearing sunglasses. I didn't wear goggles very much, but then after a face plant where I kind of injured myself and got some snow in my eyes, I decided goggles was a better idea.
Eek. That is very smart of you. Okay, so why goggles? And when you're picking them out, what kind should you be looking for? So if you're an avid skier and you're doing lots of skiing, you're going to be very choosy about what kind of goggles you want. You're going to have a pair for when it's sunny, a pair for when it's foggy. But if you go up and you ski every once in a while, a basic pair of goggles is going to be fine for you. It provides the UV protection that you need. It provides the wind protection that you need. And it also has a nice comfortable fit on your face and protects you if you're going to fall. And what is it about the snow and the sun? It's almost blinding, and there is such a thing as snow blindness, right?
Snow blindness can happen if you get a UV burn on your cornea, and it can cause severe pain. But the UV protection that the goggles provide is excellent. And the reason there's so much risk of that up in the mountains is you have not only the sun, but you have the reflection of the sun off the snow, which it gives a lot of exposure to the eyes.
And can you get that snow blindness just by being up there, or do you have to be up higher on a mountain?
It's generally a high altitude long-term exposure type thing, not something that most people are going to be exposed to or expecting to get.
But even at the base levels, you definitely feel like you need to protect your eyes in some degree.
If you're going to go up and just spend some time hanging out at the lodge and drinking a hot cup of coffee by the fire,
that's my kind of skiing,
then a pair of sunglasses will be just fine. But if you're going to do any sports, if you're going to be sledding or snowboarding or skiing, goggles will provide the best protection for you.
That's good to know. Tell us about VLT. What is that?
I think it's variable light transmission. It's how much light the goggle lets through. And then this is one of the avid skier type things. If you're going to be doing skiing on multiple types of days and you need to see the very small curves and bumps in the hill, you're going to want to have if it's sunny, you're going to want to have very low transmission of light. And if it's a more foggy or snowy day, you're going to want to have increased light. But all goggles give a nice increase in contrast to help you see the hills and bumps, to help you get down the hill safely.
Gotcha. And I didn't know this, doctor. Snow reflects up to 80% of UV radiation.
It's a lot. And just like when you're going up, you're protecting yourself with your jacket, you're protecting yourself with your gloves, you're putting on sunscreen on your face. There's so much UV exposure up there. The goggles provide that needed protection. Otherwise, you end up with sunburned eyes. Okay,
so what if you weren't very smart, and let's say you might have felt like you burned your eyes, or you're off the slopes, but something's off? What should you do?
Generally, you can just get yourself some artificial tears at the drugstore, or you can give us a call at the Eye Center. We're happy to talk with you about IQ Vision Care. But usually this is something that's mild, that's going to go away pretty quickly, and some artificial tears from one of the drugstores will help it out.
How would you know if you burned your cornea like you mentioned before?
Usually it's pain. It feels like it's foreign body sensation, like somebody threw sand in your eye.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Like there's glass in there or something. Ooh, painful. Okay, talk about the IQ Vision Center, because I know you guys have tons of professionals and tons of MDs there.
We're at IQ Vision Care. We have a Fresno, Clovis, and Selma office. There's, 11 MDs and 5 optometrists, and we have a full-line optical department that can also provide prescription inserts for goggles.
Oh, perfect.
There's other options for that as well. You can do an over-the-glasses goggle or a sport goggle that has a snow lens in it. So lots of options there. But we're there all the time, and we're happy to take care of anybody who needs their help.
And you see little kids to adults, just everybody?
Babies to 95 and above.
And why is it important to take care of our eyes? I think many people kind of push that off and care about other health stuff, but eyes are super important. There's
a number of diseases that are catchable and preventable, and that's what our goal is, to prevent people from losing vision so that they have the best vision they can for life.
Well, we're so glad you guys are here in town to help us out. Talk about LASIK as well, though, because that's popular.
Right. So another option, as opposed to getting a lens insert for your goggles or getting contacts to use with the goggles, is to have LASIK done. Dr. Walker, our LASIK specialist, does these procedures all the time, does a great job, and it can get rid of your contact lenses or glasses, so you wouldn't have to worry about prescription goggles.
You don't have to worry about those when you're hitting the slopes. You see 20/20, don't you?
You do.
Oh, I like that. Well, thank you so much for being here. Remind people of where they can find you.
We're at IQ Vision Care at 7075 North Sharon. We're also out at Clovis Community Hospital on campus there, and we're also down in Selma.
And your web address is
IQVC.com.
Perfect. And you also have our phone number there and everything you need to know before hitting the slopes. And you'll be hitting the slopes soon?
We'll be hitting the slopes soon.
As always, wear your goggles, Doc.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. And still to come, This and That Baby and Kids Consignment Stores